Marsilio Ficino to Lorenzo de' Medici. Greetings. Long ago, Lorenzo, I heard that men of evil conduct were utterly distasteful to you, and recently I have heard that good men approve of you precisely because you disapprove of evil men. For the one I thoroughly commend you, and for the other I heartily congratulate you. For there is no shorter, no easier way to the good than to the hate of evil, no surer sign of good taste than to reject those tastes which are harmful to health. There is no life more secure, no surer glory than to be loved by good and discerning men, for even the wicked are finally compelled to honor those loved by the upright and discerning. Yet, in order that evil men may not only be hateful to you, but fill you with honor, I wish, if I may, to observe for a while the utterly repulsive and wretched life of those ruled by passion and, as it were, to point it out to you. Lorenzo, the soul, corrupted by evil, conducts is like a wood dense with tangled thorns, bristling with savage beasts, infested with poisonous snakes. Or it is like a swailing sea, tossed by battling winds, waves, and wild storms, or like a human body mishappen without any, and tortured within by excruciating pains in every joint. On the other hand, a mind endued with fine principles is like a well-tended and fertile field, or a calm and peaceful sea, or the body of a man which is both beautiful and strong. My friend, we have now seen the shadow of evil mind and its opposite, the image of the good mind. As soon as we perceive the first clearly, we cannot but loathe it. But when we see the second, we cannot but love and venerate it. How else can anyone become a good man except by resolutely seeking the company of a mind that is good and shunning one that is evil? In the same way as we have been considering the evil soul and the good soul, please tell me, my excellent Lorenzo, do you now wish to look more closely with me to the ignorant mind and into the mind that has been enlightened? I do believe that you desire this strongly, and I, for my part, wish to show it to you briefly. The mind, ignorant of truth, is just like the moon when the earth is between it and the sun, and it undergoes an eclipse. It is deprived of the sun's splendor. Or again, it is like the cold and foggy air of night, or like a human body filled with blindness, deaf ears, and a mute tongue. On the other hand, we can compare the mind which has knowledge of reality and the full power of speech to the full moon shining in the light of the sun, or to the clear air of day with its abundant light and gentle warmth, or to the body of those senses who are alert and whose tongue is free to speak. But whoever sees the mind ignorant of truth and does not flee immediately from its foul appearance or shadow will flee from nothing, while whoever does not eagerly follow the mind, which does know the truth, wherever such a mind appears, will not, I see, follow anything anywhere. So press on, my Lorenzo, press on, I beg you. Flee as once flee began. Flee far from that loathsome shadow, from that miserable image of the impure and ignorant mind. Bestir yourself, and every day all your warmth pursue the more and more closely, as you do, the form of good and wise soul, full of light and bliss, just as nature endowed you at birth and fortune enriched you thereafter. May you, by your own efforts, enrich in the same measure, so that you may not consider yourself lacking in anything, for nature as well as fortune has provided you with everything else you could wish for. All your possessions, Your lands, houses, furnishings, clothes, and even the limbs of your body shine around you, each of them like stars. May you also shine out like the sun itself amongst those stars, with your soul resplendent in the radiance of your actions and your writing.